Dance.
So,
Right.
So our kind of concept for this idea is that these individuals are kind of in a display case of sorts, but also that they are kind of being collected. And as we, with each character, dancer, they will come on and they will be scanned down right in front of the cage, which I'll talk about here in a second, and popping up on the screen, because we'll have a projection, will be kind of some information about them. Then they'll go in and they'll kind of just go in one after the other, and through their costumes you'll be able to tell which one has been there longer. Some will be more distressed. They're all kind of in the same, well, Chris will talk about that in a minute. So for our set design, I've got it here so I can show you guys that. It's not to scale because it's just not. Alongside the Marley, we will have 2 cage walls that will be on kind of casters of the sort for them to be able to move in it on and off stage, and will be able to be pulled in more if they wish, or pushed out, you know, just kind of however they feel. And down in the front will be some probably 2x2 square sections of a cage for the dancers that will have some feet for them to pick up and dance with if that is also wanted. And there will be space between each for them to enter into the cage to basically kind of start the piece. So right at the beginning they'll get scanned, go in, and all this dancing will happen that I have no idea, but that's for Sarah to have fun with. That's her, not me. So yeah, I've got kind of elevation of the smaller cage and the larger cages as well.
Right.
Also not to scale. So
now you had a couple of images when we were looking at last week of cage ideas. Do you have those?
no.
Okay.
We can pull them up if you
Okay.
wish though.
Now costumes.
Costumes?
The costumes we want to do is do the everyday clothes. We're going to stick with like the cool fuzzy colors right there on the picture, and have movement in the pants. Not necessarily the length of the pants, but just the idea of the movement. And whoever's been the longest will have the distress to worn on their costume. And
Well, I'm sorry, could you go back one slide? Just asking. So you don't mean, so those are sort of harem pants, for lack of a better term. You don't mean that they actually go down to their ankle then? You mean
no, things go like to like your knee or like
Okay.
that much.
That looks more like POWs in Vietnam on the left, your sketch, you know, the kind of basic garment
It's
they
more
get.
about like the movement of the.
Okay. So do you mean that the capri pants basically are have a lot of fullness?
They
Like,
can just to have that. Yeah.
okay. Sorry?
All right, now lighting. Okay, so since we don't have, I guess, a very involved set, this piece is going to be more reliant on the lighting. So what we were going with is that kind of grocery store barcode scanner look, which is what the red lasers are going to be. We're not actually going to be using laser lights. There's an effect that you can program into the LED hot sticks that can do that running bar effect. I couldn't find a very good example of this online, but that's basically what we're going with. And our thought with like the space light is we were thinking of this as like a museum. So we'd have that white kind of just on display kind of feel. And then as the piece would go on, we would shift into this bluer, kind of washed out mood. You can use that as a time progression, as during the day when the museum is open, and then the blue for when the museum is closed. the reason why we did this is we thought these colors would highlight the colors that we use in the costumes, which is why they were more contrasting hues. They would be more distressed, as we discussed, but the color would still be there so that they would stand out, so they wouldn't get washed out by the white light. And then what we were thinking about for the projections, this isn't an awesome example, but what we were thinking was when they walk into the space and get scanned, like there would be like a typeface on the back of the scrim that would just be like, this is this person, and you could do like fake information, their job is this, and their age is this, whatever. And we thought about maybe including a picture of them in the corner, which is negligible. You can keep that in there, take it out. It really doesn't affect it either way. But then we were thinking, we didn't want to do a wall on the back in front of the scrim because it would obstruct the projections. So what we were thinking instead is having either with the projections or with gobos projecting these bar pattern, so that you get the effect of them walking behind bars and it goes across their face without actually having physical bars to obstruct the audience's view of the dancers. So this is what we have.
So that'd be from the front projector to the back of
Yes.
the house.
And it could be at a steep enough angle in the back so that you don't get a bunch of bars. So there wouldn't be more bars than like the ones that they'll be dancing with, if that makes sense.
And you could change the look of the bars with the
Yeah.
change projections. That might be, that's an interesting idea. Like if she broke the dance and we have a group with dancers over here, one on the other side of the stage, maybe you could, have projection with nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
That has some possibilities. All right.
And recording.
Okay, I guess you can